Feeding time.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred! You'll regret this, you cunt!
Pathetic.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Hair-brained, all of them. Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Last chance to surrender unorthodox books. Grimoires and tracts blaspheming the sacred flame especially.
Ride, run, or crawl. Make haste to the base.
Find tomorrow what you can find today.
Hide the wenches, witches coming! A new rider pulls into the lead.
Wondering if I could take part in the races.
If you've coin for the... Decide quickly, please.
These
They're run as per...
family doesn't mind.
But the house is...
Any special?
They're as simple as Lord Erasmus. Is there a land where I might find Click? Seems you're a considerable psalm in the bed. Very sharp,
Okay, one day.
Don't have much of a choice.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor.
Dandelions.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away.
Think I might have run into...
Then you... And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to...
What's the...
We've had a...
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time.
Fine.
Ah!
damage.
Well, another freak. Where you going?
Happiness will come today.
Sick of it.
By the chameleon! Grand opening tonight.
Crown in the evening. A performance by the... This duo, Mark the Dandelion.
Oh, we start...
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the, accoutrements on the wall.
Priscilla picked them.
Well, I must admit, you have great taste. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on.
Great!
What about Coriel?
We haven't. But Polly has. Premier will have the audience up.
Never mentioned wanting...
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad. Chameleon's up.
Guess it.
Soon. Mr.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said...
What?
That you're responsible?
You're pulling my...
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from...
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her.
You mean...
Are you crazy? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time away.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been
Attacked?
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain.
Relative?
Dandelion, correct?
Enough of the Curtis.
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision.
So this was no...
Clearly not.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this.
No harm.
This is Novigrad.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you, find him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion.
I would suggest examining the previous... No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon...
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised.
I know perfectly.
Easy assurance to make. Harder to...
Look at this scar. Don't be shy.
A flail.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table?
Think they'll let me...
By the main entrance?
The sewers.
As often as required.
Alternative treatments.
We can discuss this on...
I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even...
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Lost it.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that disturbs me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custodian. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Looks like necrophages got to this one. Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking. A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely. That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep looking. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes.
Excellent. I trust you don't...
Not a bit.
Where?
Let's look at it.
Notice anything else?
Those burn...
Yes.
Murderer gouged out his eyes.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds...
That's
just like
See that?
indeed.
A small...
But why?
That's a...
What have we...
That's
Wait a minute, there's...
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched, but in...
I attended some lectures in herpet...
Look at this.
Means nothing.
Open the...
Due warning, it will
Once fought a Zoogle up to my... Explains why the... Look at his...
I'd expect so.
Speaking from...
Yes, that of a victim.
Some other time, mate. See it?
His right foot. The act...
Doesn't strike.
Apologies. We
His genital.
I sincerely doubt...
We'll see. Think there could be a...
Only as the killer...
All right.
Enlighten me.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple...
Very well, speak. But be quick, Reverend...
You old...
Hubert taught me the rudiments of...
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles.
You've not changed...
A compliment.
Woodcarver's body.
Plan to investigate, but the woodcarver...
Who are these people? I believe I made it...
You did, but they're...
Out of the question.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will...
Thank you.
Nathan.
A scoundrel.
Most are scoundrels.
True in his case as well. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart.
Might have told me you...
I know him, thus I
decide...
An old story, but if you insist... The student protests. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop.
As do I. At the hospital.
And I'll keep my...
Hey, handsome.
A brazier. This time of year.
That him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Gotta get around him!
You'll never learn.
I'll rip your mug off, mutant! What? Yeah! Yeah!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues.
Fear I can't help you much.
You and Priscilla...
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid hope. I was looking to give her pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other act...
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell my...
Priscilla wasn't the...
Oh, dearie. This didn't start yesterday.
Recall any name?
They didn't have prop...
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb...
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Human. Priscilla's. Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel.
Got a problem?
Took a step back.
Watch it, greyhead.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Ow! Don't pull!
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them. Witcher, Witcher. Kareen, look who's come.
Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the... I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Yes. Yes.
Boom! Scare you.
Yes. Yes.
Begun, or I'll sick me hounds on ye. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Go on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as...
You daft? Even I'm scared of him. A better backing dog than an evil man at you.
Got someone particular?
Sure as shite. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together.
What'll it be?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. So...
Your bro...
Oh, you're a good dwarf. Took to following one in particular. You'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch."
Know where I can find...
City Cemetery. She died a few days.
Tell me...
It was like this. See the soot stains?
Talk to your neighbors.
No.
Fine. Need to look around.
Be my guest.
Statues of the old gods. Bloodstains and women.
That's where Fabian lay when I found him.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
It's not even peeked inside since...
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Formaldehyde, unless... Doubt Fabian used it. Eyes, humanoid, completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Nothing interesting.
Aye.
Had a look at you.
What?
The women.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that will crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating rev...
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there.
I needn't know the details.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the court.
But why?
To teach a lesson. Fine. Won't learn anything.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner told me to say the main...
Oh! Grave knife wounds. Means bandits dropped them. Raiders.
You, Eustace, the...
Aye?
Fourth...
5.
One of them.
Sure had.
Some...
What do you mean?
Shame. You...
Well, and I call it...
I'd advise you not to anger him.
Touch me, the god...
To save a little shit like you? Doubt it.
He's clever, lads. More cleverer than you. They know Eustace. No, they want me on their side. 'Cause you'll all die one day, and then I'll decide where your body winds up. A grave, the crematorium, or elsewhere.
We'll meet again.
Aye, when I load you. What, you are thinking? Well,
Talk. What did you find on him?
as you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment, that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Got so fucked up once, blood came out my ears.
Come, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right?
Nice of you.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also... Our spiritual Ked.
Not
very few people. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner. Hard to be fond of someone. That's... Gladly. Next.
A mess... Patricia...
Do you know her?
Yes. Gotta find her.
Till next time, Master.
These days.
Well, bailiff's a heart. Best not cause any trouble at the inn. Wild times when dragons can put letters foul arms to the fore.
Is this necessary? On the road all day, and now...
I'm warning you. What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia.
You think any...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on you.
If you thought this up...
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect...
So be it.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true...
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe. Please.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in High Oak Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Oh! He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Spread out! Murderer's still here! Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but you should...
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Won't get away this time.
Lollygagging. Where you going?
You were sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Sick of it.
Sweet Nettie.
Upstairs.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body.
I don't know.
Who knew you'd be?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who...
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. To Warehouse 12 at the docks. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured. Shut up and fight. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to, and he was hitting the poker in the fire.
won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Hey, handsome.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad. Help, save me. I'm dying. Want to smash?
To hide. I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
Who, what are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander.
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill...
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis.
There are other ways. Could have set up...
How funny. That's exactly what I did. But none listen. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path. The path to the fire, to cleansing, to For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimate. Although...
Who, what are you?
A vampire?
Got a reason for... Yeah, symbolism.
Should be equally obvious. I concur.
You're a sick fuck.
I never expected you to understand. You're a cynic and an opportunist. I sensed it from the start. Ah well, this conversation has grown unpleasant for both parties. We must move to the next item on the agenda. I last fought a Witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
And you? Have you faced one of us? No, you couldn't have. You wouldn't have survived.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I am.
Who?
A vampire?
Got a... Yeah, symbolism's...
Should be equal...
Tortured logic.
Yet logic, nonetheless. I'm glad you perceived that, at least. Fight fire with fire, as they say. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above They did not deserve to live. For you...
Pretty good, might not.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Run out of...
Although...
Who?
A vampire.
Good to know this was the work of a monster, not a human.
Believe me, worse things go on in this city than my little spectacles. Far worse.
Afraid you won't get the chance to tell me to kill you.
I last fought a Witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
And you? Have you faced one of us? No, you couldn't have. You wouldn't have survived.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Run out of...
Although...
Who?
A vampire.
Gotta read... Yeah, symbolism.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis.
There are other ways.
How fun. Give a thought. They did not deserve to live. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
Rain like this would fetch a fortune, is it?
Round,
Oh!
Ah.
The rain will close the city streets.
Please. Mushy pullains.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Cap...
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion.
Geralt? 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 Geralt?
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quite...
Say no more. Get well soon.
Yes? Yes, Geralt?
Found and killed. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Nova... Thank you, Geralt.
Why is the universe...
Because it suits... The Rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. I've been at...
No one...
And a hopeless idealist.
Any idea where she...
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up...
Farewell.
Geralt? Geralt?
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Can you toss an axe? Me brother can.
Feeling any better?